Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. Going to be doing some Yrl Division 1 race number 9. This race and one more and we'll be in the playoffs. We're at Michigan International Speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan for the running of the Michigan 250. And we'll have Chris Stratt Delaware. He'll be a TV driver. We'll find out how many more TV drivers. He won the last race, locked himself into the playoffs, and we'll roll some dice, shuffle these cards up and see who else is going to be TV drivers, what starting position. Let's see how many there's going to be. And there's going to be six more, total of 7 if Chris don't get one of these starting positions. Starting position number 27 will be a TV driver. 16 will be a TV driver. 41 will be a TV driver. 25 will be a TV driver. 36. Nobody in the top group yet, just one in the middle. Looks like the TV drivers aren't having good qualifying. And last one is 13. So no TV drivers in the top group. We'll put these cards back in, reshuffle, and get a starting grid here for the Michigan 250. How's it going, Keith? Alrighty, got these shuffled up. Now we'll shuffle the driver cards up, put them in the hat, and we'll get our starting grid on. Number 4 didn't get shuffled up. Stick that in there. Shuffle the drivers up. Like I say, Chris Stratt will be a TV driver, and we got 6 more starting positions. Alrighty. Put them in the hat. Shake them up a little bit, and let's get started with this starting grid. First up, it's going to be in number 11. Who's starting 11th? That'll be J.B. Gorman. He'll start 11th. And that's 79. Starting 9th will be G Puck in the 22, our defending champ. Starting 42nd, that'll be Darla in the 14. Starting on the pole, he's going to be the post winner here at Michigan. It'll be HS in the 88. He's starting on the pole. Starting 37th will be P-Jet in the 44. Starting 33rd will be Sean D in the 33. I think that's where he started the last race at. Sean D stuck in 33rd 2 races in a row. Hey, how's it going, Rob? Oh, okay, thank you. 32. Who's starting 32nd? That'll be Keith Avalon in the 1 car. And let's see here, starting 27th. That'll be a TV driver. That'll be yours truly, starting 27th into 21. Starting 21st will be D. Scott Harrington in the 13. Starting 35th will be Paul Gavier in the 55. Starting 43rd, shotgun and last, will be Jim Cutter in the 68. Starting 31st will be Tim Tribe Fan in the 26. Starting 8th will be Trouble in the 55. Starting 23rd will be Zoom in the 4. Starting 25th will be Hammer Time in the 34. And he'll be a TV driver. Whoa. Starting 34th will be Michael P. in the 73. Starting 5th will be Candy in the 68. Starting 36 will be Keith White. He'll be a TV driver. Starting 36 in the 17. Starting 22nd will be Philip Reynolds in the 64. Starting 29th will be Danny and Gray in the 42. Starting 20th will be Sarah Reynolds in the 97. Yeah, 36 is a TV driver. Thank you. And 38th is Alan Shaw. And then 11 and our outside pole sitter is going to be Matt in the 59. Starting 10th be Glenn B in 23. And starting 24th will be King Castro in the 92. Starting 18th will be Roger Ward in that 24. Starting 39th will be Bob B in the 69. Starting 16th will be Glenn P in the 4. He's a TV driver. Starting 41st will be Elvis in the 00. And he's a TV driver. Starting 19th will be Dez in the 96. Starting 3rd, it's going to be Double D in the deuce. Starting 14th will be Parks in the 88. Starting 4th will be Fast Eddie in the 9. Starting 26th, bottom group's almost full, will be Devin OG in the 28. Starting 15th be Michael B in the 1. Starting 6th, I'll only leave one more driver for the top group, will be MP Fox in the 12. Starting 28th will be Troy Carter in the 55. And starting 13th at TV driver. Lucky number 13 is Bobby in the 20. Starting 12th is Chris, Delaware. And the 76, last week's winner. Starting 30th is Frank in the 00. And he leaves one spot left in the bottom group. And this will be the bottom group. Starting 40th, Steve R in the 25. And we got 7 and 17 left. Starting 17th will be the 17 of demos. See if that number works out good for him. And starting 7th is going to be Fan-O-Matic in the 19. Alrighty, let's go over the starting lineup for this Michigan 250. Your pole sitter and the 88 HS. Outside pole, the 59 of Matt. Starting third, Double D in the deuce. Starting fourth, Fast Eddie in the 9. Starting fifth, Candy in the 68. Starting sixth, MP Fox in the 12. Starting seventh, Fan-O-Matic in the 19. Starting eighth, Trouble in the 55. Starting ninth, G-Puck, our defending champ in the 22. Starting 10th, Glenn B in the 23. Starting 11th, JB Gorman in the 79. Starting 12th, last week's winner, Delaware in the 76. Starting 13th, Bobby in the 20. Starting 14th, Parks in the 88. Starting 15th, Michael B in the 1. Starting 16th is Glenn P in the 4. Starting 17th in the 17 car is Demos. Starting 18th in the 24 is Ward. Starting 19th is Dez in the 96. Starting 20th is Sarah Reynolds in the 97. Starting 21st is D. Scott in the 13. Starting 22nd is Philip Reynolds in the 64. Starting 23rd is Zoom in the 4. Starting 24th is Ken in the 92. Starting 25th, Hammer Time in the 34. Starting 26th is Devin OG in the 28. Starting 27th is Martz in the 21. Starting 23rd is Carter in the 55. Starting 29th, Danny and Gray in the 42. Starting 30th, Wayne Scott in the 00. Starting 26th is Tim in the 31. Starting 32nd is Avalon in the 1. Starting 33rd in the 33 is Sean D. Starting 34th is Michael P in the 73. Starting 35th is Paul in the 55. Starting 36th is Keith White in the 17. Starting 37th is P-Jet in the 44. Starting 38th, Alan Shaw in the 11. Starting 39th, Bob B in the 69. Starting 40th, Steve R in the 25. Starting 41st in the 00 is Elvis. Starting 42nd is Darla in the 14th. And shotgun in last is Jim Cutter in the 68. Let's get down to the track here. And HS will lead us to the green flag to start this Michigan 250. And here we go. Green flag waves, and we got TV drivers in the middle group. First up is Glenn P. See if he can get out of this middle group early. Yeah, exactly, Keith. Get out of there. Uh-oh, triple's already got a problem. Glenn has a problem. What kind of problems does Glenn have? A 42, brake problems early in the race. No modification. So let's look here. Problem, it takes a 7 for him to stay in this race. And he doesn't get it. Glenn already out of the race. The 4 car, Glenn P. First car out of the race. He'll finish 43rd. Not a good day for TV drivers, it looks like. Next up is Bobby in the 20. Not going nowhere with a 6. How about Chris, last week's winner? A 1-1 ain't going nowhere. Now we'll see who moves up here to the middle group. First up is Sarah Reynolds. Can she move on up? No, she can't. How about Howard in the 13? He's moving up from 21st. So already 1 car out of the race here at Michigan. Leaves us with 42 cars still running. Everybody moves up in the back. All righty, turn number 2 set to go. And we got our first pedal to the metal. And it'll be the 21st position. That's Philip Reynolds going to start this. Let's see if anybody joins him. First up is Zoom. Can she join the crowd? No, it's going to be a one-man gang going after his daughter, Sarah Reynolds. And she puts the block on the old dad. And he's not going nowhere. Turn number 3. 1-5. We got Reflex in the top group. First up is MP Fox going after HS. He doesn't have Reflex. So then he takes a 3 to beat him. 1-6. MP Fox gets the job done in that 12 car. How about that? We got a new leader here on turn 3. 12 car up front. And that was the only driver with Reflex. How about that? Here we go, turn number 4. And we got another top group. This time it's Star. HS trying to get that lead back again, and then he takes a 3 to beat MP Fox. 4-2 ain't happening. How about Candy in that 68? 5-5 ain't happening. Fast Eddie in the 9. Not with a 2-1. Double D in the deuce. Not with triple sixes. He's got a problem. What kind of problem does Double D have? A 35. Tight. He'll drop to the rear of the field, but he's still in the race. And last one's Matt with a shot here at the lead. And a 1-6. Matt's getting the job done. Puts that 59 car up front here on turn number 4. Alrighty, let's see who moves up to the top and middle group. First up is Trouble. Not yet, Philip. Oh, 5. Trouble's not going nowhere. How about G-Puck? 3. He's moving on up. Let's see who can move up to the middle group here. First up is Sarah Reynolds. Can she get that 97 car up front? No, not with a 4. How about Philip? Can he get the car up there? Yes, he does. He goes from 21st up to 19th. Everybody moves up in the back. Only 1 car out of the race so far. That was Glenn P. Turn number 1. All righty, here we go. Turn number 5. And we got a bottom group of heat. Who's bringing the heat? First up is Darla trying to get out of the bottom group. Not with a 5, she's not. How about Elvis? Is he going to lead the bottom group? a 2-4-1. I doubt it, but you never know here. Yes, he is. Michael B does not have heat. Elvis has left the bottom group up to 14th. Next up is Steve R. And not with a 4, he's not. How about Alan Shaw? Can he get that 11 car out of the rear with the gear? Not with a 4. How about P-Jet? Can he get up there? Not with a 5. How about Sean D in that 33 car? A 1-4-2. And Elvis doesn't stay there long. Sean D gets him. Moves up to 14th. Frank with a shot here in the 00. And that's a 3-4-5. And Demos. He gets Demos, moves up to 28th. Next up is Danny and Gray. Not with a 6, he's not. Torrey Carter with a shot to get out of this bottom group. Not with a 4, he's not. How about Devin OG in that 28? Not with a 4, he's not. And Zoom in the 4 car. Can she get out of here? A 2-6-1. And yeah, gets old D. Scott Harrod, goes from 21st up to 18th. Last car back here with a shot is Sarah Reynolds. A 3-4-4 gets Frank and moves up to 15th. And that's it for turn number 5. On to turn number 6. And we got a top group of smart. Who's smart up here in the top group? First up is Fanomatic. Matt is smart, so it'll take a 4, 5, or 6 to beat him. We got to roll the right dice, though. 4-6, not going to get her done. Hess is smart, trying to get the lead back. The pole sitter with a 3-1, not happening. Candy smart. A 1-2, not happening. And that's it for the smart. First pit stop of the race. See what happens here. Anybody going to get some chips? It'll be the middle group 1 and 6 switch. Alrighty, let's grab some chips. See what happens here in the middle group. Okay, first up is Zoom. She needs an 8. And she gets it. Gets a chip. Philip needs a 7. He needs a 5 rather. He gets a 6. Gorman needs a 7. He gets it with a 3. Chris needs a 5. He doesn't get it. Bobby needs a 6. Barely gets it with those double 3s. Parks needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Sean D needs a 5. He gets it with snake eyes. Sarah needs a 4. She doesn't get it. Ward needs a 6. Barely gets it. Dez needs a 4. Gets it with a 3. Trouble needs nothing. Can't get it. And last but not least is Glenn B. Needs a 5. And he doesn't get it. So let's be moving these guys on up. Look like everybody in the even lane, but Dez got it. Sure. And Trouble back there didn't. See if anybody can beat Matt out of the pits after we get these realigned back here. And a 2-2. Fast Eddie gets the lead here. Nice pit stop by that crew. Gets him out in front in that 9 car. Our Daytona 500, Daytona 250 winner gets the lead on turn 7. On to turn number 8, your leader in the 9 car, Fast Eddie, second, G-Puck, third, Matt, fourth, Candy, fifth, pole sitter, HS, sixth, Phantomatic, seventh, MP Fox, eighth, Zoom, ninth, Gorman, and rounding out the top 10's Bobby. And here we go, turn 8. A third of the way done. We got a middle group of heat. Who's bringing the heat? Got some chips back here. Could be a lot of movement. Trouble's moving on up, she says. Let's see if she can get her done. 2-1-1 ain't happening. Next up is Sarah Reynolds bringing the heat. Now with a 6. How about Mr. Parks in that 88? A 3-6-6 gets her done. Goes up to 7th. Good job by him. Chris, last week's winner in that 76, has got the heat. Going for back-to-back races. A 1-2-5 gets Matt. Matt was just leading a few minutes ago, back to 15th. Chris up to 3rd. First car with a chip with heat is Dez in that 96. And he's going to need to use that chip. Gets Hess. Goes from 13th up to 5th. And Sean D's got the heat and chip. See what happens here. 2-4-3. And Dez doesn't stay there very long. Sean D gets to keep the chip. And last one with heat and a chip is Zoom. A 5. Going to need to use the chip. And Sean's going to use the chip to hold her off. And that's it for turn number 9. Or 8 rather, on to turn number 9. Here we go. And we got another middle group. This time it's skill. Who's got the skill? Anybody. Does. Matt does. A 1-2-3. And he gets Chris. Goes from 15 back up to 3rd. These two are just switching spots left and right. Roger with a chip and skill. And that 20, that 5-5 ain't going to get her done. So he'll need to use the chip. And he takes over 6th. Bobby in that 20 car's got skill. A 6-1 ain't going to get her done without using it though. But goes up to 2nd, knocks the defending champ back to 10th. And last one with skill is Zoom. A 2-2-5. And Matt doesn't stay up there long. Zoom up to 3rd. Turn number 10. 100 miles in the books. We got another pedal to the metal. And it'll be the 22nd place driver, Ken Castro. Is anybody going to join him? Yes, hammer time is. How about Devin OG? Yes. How about Frank? No. So it's a 3-man gang going after Howard in the 13. And they get him. Going after yours truly in the 21. Gets me. Going after Glenn B. No, he puts a stop to it. They're not going up to the middle group. They pick up 2 spots though. Up to 20th, 21st, and 22nd. And on to turn number 11. Okay, we'll throw some oil out on the track, Keith, so we can move up, me and you. Sound like a plan to me. Yeah. We'll, we'll have that little button that lets oil drain out of the car. And here we go. You might get your wish. We got a rare problem in the middle group. Let's see what happens, plus a regular problem. First, we'll do the rare problem. See what kind of rare problem we got in the middle group. 64 driver incident in the middle group. Keith gets his wish. Throws that oil on the track. So let's see which driver starts this mess. The 32. That'll be the 3 even. So Fanomatic. An even number, it'll be Dez. An odd number, it'll be Hess. Let's see what happens here. It's odd, so him and Hess have a problem together. Let's see if they can avoid this. See if they automatically wreck or do they roll in the... Yeah, they roll in their problem range. So let's see here. If Fanomatic can escape this, he needs an 8. Yes, he does. How about Hess with a 6? Yes, he does. So they beat and bang, but nobody wrecks. So here we go with the regular problem. Who has that? 25. That'll be too odd. So Dez has a problem. What kind of problems he got? 46. Smoke from underneath that hood. And he needs, it's middle part of the race. So he needs a 5 to stay in the race. And he gets it. So he'll drop back to 42nd. See who all moves up here to the middle group. First up is Ken. And that 92, is he moving on up? No, he's not. How about Hammer Time? No. How about Devin OG? Yes, Devin OG's moving on up to 19th. Still 42 cars running, like Keith said. Keith wants some action up there, beating and banging, so he can move up from 33rd. Getting close to the halfway point here. Turn number 12. And we got another pedal to the metal. Who's it going to be this time? And it'll be the 25th place car. Troy Carter starting this train. And who's going to join him? First up is Danny and Gray. No, it's just a one-man gang going after Frank. And he gets him. Going after Howard. Doesn't get him. Troy picks up one spot, and that's it. Goes up to 24th. Halfway through this race now. Turn number 13. Halfway mark. And we got a middle group reflex in the middle group. Let's see who's up first. First up is Glenn B. 256. He gets Warden, goes from 18th up to 6th. How about MP Fox? Can he get back up to the top group? Not with a 5, he's not. Philip Reynolds trying to get back up there. How about a 166 gets up to 7th from 13th? And last car with reflex and a chip is Mr. Gorman. And he'll need to use his chip, but he gets up to 4th. Knocks Candy back to 9th. On the turn number 14. And we got another middle group. This time it's Control. Who's got Control? First time we've had Control come up this evening. Trouble's got Control. That was a 5 though. Sarah Reynolds, she's under control. Can she move up? That was a 4. MP Fox again. He's had some opportunities. Can he take advantage? Not with triples. He can't triple sixes. He's got a problem in that 12 car. 21, that ain't good. Cut tire causes a wreck out of the race. Yellow flag. So 12 car finished 42nd. Yellow comes out. Everybody moves on up. Ken Castro moves up to the middle group. Fast Eddie still's got the lead. Bobby in second. Zoom in third. JB in fourth. Sean D in fifth. Glenn B in sixth. Philip Reynolds in seventh. Matt in eighth. Candy ninth. And rounding out the top 10 is our defending champ, G Puck. Takes us to turn number 16 with the caution as Fast Eddie leads us to the green flag here. And it's a middle group of control again. First up is Ken Castro. Just got up here. Can he get to the top group? Not with a 6, he can't. Here comes trouble. Not 55. And she's trouble for somebody. A 3-4-4. She's trouble for Sean D. Gets 16th up to 5th. There's the 97 of Sarah Reynolds. With a 3-5-5. Gets Glenn B. Goes from 15th up to 6th. Passes her dad there. And Fan-O-Matic in that 19. With a 2-5-6. Sarah Reynolds doesn't stay there long. Fan-O-Matic gets 6th place. Here comes G Puck in that 22. A 1-6-4 gets Philip Reynolds. The Reynolds is all of a sudden dropping back to 10th and 11th. And last one with control is Candy. And not going nowhere with a 6. Now we're on to the money stop. Last pit stop of the race, turn 17. And if Fast Eddie can hold on here, he'll get a chip. We led 10 laps here. We'll have a top group 1 and 3 switch. All righty, let's grab some chips here. Fast Eddie needs a 4. And he gets it. How about that? Plus, like I say, if he can hold him off out of the pits, he'll get another chip. He'll be looking pretty good. JB needs a 7. Doesn't get it with box cars. Zoom needs a 4. And she gets it. How about this? Bobby needs a 6. Doesn't get it. Trouble can't get it. And Fan-O-Matic needs a 4. Doesn't get it. And the last one's G Puck needs a 8. And he gets it. So how about that? 3 out of the 8 cars get chips. Not bad. The crew's coming through here with the money stop. Now let's see if anybody can beat Fast Eddie out of the pits. 4-4, no. So he'll get another chip for leading 10 laps, 10 turns. Fast Eddie looking good up front here, trying to win 2 races. He'll be the first repeat winner if it happens. Here we go, turn number 18. And we got a middle group of star. How many stars is back here? First star is Devin OG. 4-6 ain't going nowhere. Chris trying to be a repeat winner. He's a star. Not going nowhere with a 6. How about Candy in that 68? Again, not going nowhere with a 6. All these 6s popping up. A 2-1, a 2-6-1. Matt's not going nowhere with that blue one. And last one is H. Hess, our pole setter, trying to get back up there. A 5. He ain't going nowhere. Turn number 19. Getting close to the end here. We got another pedal to the metal. And it's going to be the 27th place driver, Tim, and that 26 car starting this one. See who joins him. Keith Avalon up first. He gets her done. He wants to join this gang. How about Elvis? Nope, Elvis has left this train. First up is going to be Demos. They get him. Going after Danny and Gray. They don't get him. Then he pick up one spot. Goes from 26th and 27th. Demos goes back to 28th. Turn 20, 200 miles out of 250. And we got another pedal to the metal. And it's the 4 car. Uh-oh. Can Gorman get the lead here? See if anybody's going to join him. First up is Bobby in the 20. Yes, she's going to join this. How about Trouble in the 55? No, it's a 2-man gang going after G-Puck. They get him. Going after Zoom. They get her. And going after Fast Eddie for the lead. And they get him. How about that? They go from 4th and 5th to 1st and 2nd. Nice job. Fast Eddie was looking so good with those chips out front. Gorman trying to be the first repeat winner here. And that's 79 this year. All righty, turn number 21, folks. And another pedal to the metal. Shrew. And this time it's the 8 car, Hess, starting this one. All righty. Is Parks going to join him? Yes, he is. How about Philip Reynolds? Yes. How about Sarah Reynolds? Yes. How about Matt? Yes. How about Candy? Yes. How about Chris? Yes. How about Glenn B? Big train here coming. Yes. How about Sean D? Yes. Roger Ward. Yes. If you get sucked up by this, you're going backwards, man. Devin OG. No, it stops there. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-man gang. What a train. Now they're going after Parks. They get him. Now they're going for the top group, Fan-O-Matic. And they get him. Going after Trouble. They get her. Going after our defending champ, G-Puck. And they get him. Going after Zoom. And they get her. Going after Fast Eddie, who had just had the lead, could go the whole way back here to like 15th. And they get him. Ain't that crazy? Going after Bobby in the 20. And she puts a stop to this. So, sure. Let's do it this way. Trying to keep these chips from getting away from me. Okay, and then everybody moves up. Look at this. Sure. Crazy. A lot of action here with this pedal to the metal last few turns. Fast Eddie goes from the lead a few laps ago with 2 chips, looking good the whole way back to 12th. Ain't that crazy? Zoom, who was in second just a few turns ago, is back to 13th. The defending champs back to 14th. And we only got 4 turns left, folks. Here we go, turn 22. What a difference 2 turns make. And this time we got a top group of Star. Candy going after JB. Takes 3 to beat him. 2-2 ain't getting it. Matt trying to get the lead. A 2-6. Matt puts that 59 car back up front for the second time today. Here on turn 22. And last one to have a shot at him is our pole sitter, HS. And he gets him. He's back up front for the second time today, too. That 88 car. On turn 22. Here we go, turn 23. 3 turns to go, folks. We got a middle group of Star. Got some chips back here. See what happens with these folks. First one up is going to be Devin OG. He's a Star. See if he can get out of here and get a shot at the win here. A 3-4-2. And gets Sarah Reynolds. Goes from 18th up to 5th. Trying to give himself a shot at the lead here late in the race. Trouble has got Star quality. And a 1-5-6. How about that? JB drops back, was just in the league. Now Trouble's up to 6th. How about G-Puck here? She got Star. Yes, he does, with a chip. He's going to need to use it. He gets up to 7th, but he burns his chip. Gives himself a shot, though, here in the top group. Zoom's got Star with a chip. A 2-3-6. Won't have to use it. Gets Philip Reynolds. The Reynolds falling back this turn. And like I say, Zoom keeps that chip. Fast Eddie with 2 chips and a Star. And a 1-3-4. So Zoom will use the chip. Fast Eddie will use 1 chip and get the 3rd spot. So Fast Eddie's back up there with a chip. Looking good. Car's running good. Overcomes that pedal to the metal and gets back up to the top group. And the last driver with Stars, last week's winner, Chris Delaware. And he'll stay put. 2 turns to go, turn 24. Can HS hold them off here? We'll have a bottom group of Heat. Who's going to bring the heat? First up is Dez. Not with a 4. Darla bringing the heat. And a 3-3-6. She'll get the job done. Gets Philip Reynolds. Goes from 38th up to 13th. Darla does. Steve R bringing some heat. But not enough. Not with a 5. Alan Shaw in that 11 car. Not with a 4. How about P-Jet? Haven't talked about him tonight. Not with a 6. Elvis is trying to leave this bottom group. Elvis is staying. It's not going nowhere. Danny and Gray. Not with a 6. Frank in that 00. Not with a 4. Troy Carter in that 55. Patient all day and it works. A 1-4-5. He gets Gorman, goes from 23rd up to 15th. And that was the last car with heat. Here we go. White flag is out. Last turn here at Michigan. Last turn. Is HS going to hold them off? And we got a middle group, so it looks like he's going to get the job done. Middle group of skill. Who's got the skill? King Castro's got some skill. Not 92. Not with a 6. How about Fanomatic in the 19? Not with a 5. Mr. Parks in the 88. A 356. Gets trouble. Goes from 16th up to 6th. Zoom trying to get back up there in the 4 car. Not with a 4. How about Roger Ward in that 24? A 151 ain't getting her done. And last one's last week's winner, Chris. Not with a 6, and that's your race, folks. H. Hess holds them off and wins this Michigan 250 in that 88 car. How about that? The pole sitter comes back to win this race. Had him covered all day, he said, was playing with him. And only 2 cars out of the race. 20 car Bobby finishes second. Matt with another good race in that 59 finishes third. Fast Eddie looked like he was going to win this race going away. But the pedal to the metal put him back in that middle group. But he comes back and finishes a nice 4th. He's got to be a little disappointed though. Still had a chip to burn and wasn't able to use it. No, Tim, you didn't get eliminated. You was in the 26 car, finished 26th. Devin OG finishes 5th. Not 28. Parks with the late move comes up and finishes in the top 10 in that 88. Our defending champ rebounds from some bad races to finish in the top 10, finishes 7th. And Chris, last week's winner, has another good race, finishes in the top 10, finishes 8th. Glenn B in the 23 finishes 9th. And who's the last car in the top 10? How about that, Sean D? From 33rd up to 10th. Just outside the top 10 is Roger Ward in that 24. Yeah, it's a good plan, Tim. Good plan. It might work for me too. The 21 car finishes 21st. So yeah. Yep, drop the 2. Drop the 2. Maybe it'll work, huh? Zoom in the 4 car finishes 12th. Darla with a decent rebound from 40 something up to 13th in that 14 car. Candy in the 68 finishes 14th. Troy Carter late in the race makes it up to the middle group in that 55. Finishes 15th. Trouble's got to be a little disappointed. Was up front most of this race. Finishes 16th. Fanomatic in the 19 finishes 17th. Sarah Reynolds was with a yo-yo type race. Finishes 18th. She was back and forth all race. Her and Phillip. Poor Phillip was up front and ends up finishing in the rear with the gear. King Castro in that 92 finishes 19th. D. Scott in that 13, he finishes 20th. And like I said earlier to Tim, Dwayne March, yours truly in the 21, finishes 21st. And Hammer Time in the 34 finishes 22nd. And JB in the 79 finishes 23rd. He was up front, got shuffled back, had the lead for a while. Frank in the 00 finishes 24th. Danny finishes 25th in the 42. And like I told Tim earlier, the 26 finishes 26th. Keith finishes 27th. Avalon in that one car. And finishing 25th, 28th rather, and the 17 was demos. And Elvis wasn't able to get out of that bottom group all race. Had some opportunities. He'll finish 29th. And Elvis has left the building, folks. Michael P. in that 73 finishes 30th. Paul Govier in the 55. He finishes 31st. And poor Keith didn't get the wreck he wanted. He finishes 32nd. And that's 17. P-Jet in that 44 finishes 33rd. Alan Shaw in the 11 finishes 34th. Bob B, we didn't talk about him today. And that's 69. He finishes 35th. Steve R in the 25 finishes 36th. Michael B in the 1 finishes 37th. Not a good day for the Michaels. Like I say, poor Philip Reynolds, he was back and forth all race long and ends up finishing a very disappointing 38th. And the 68 of Jim Cutter finishes 39th. Double D, he was up front for a little bit, ends up finishing 40th in the deuce. And last car is still running. We had 41 cars still running at the end of this. And the 96 is Dez. And that's your race, folks. I want to thank Tim, Keith, Philip Reynolds, and Rob for stopping by. Check out all three of their channels there. Tim's been doing Cleveland Indians. Keith's been doing some baseball, and Philip Reynolds has been doing some Glory Days boxing and some Stone Cold hockey. And excuse me, Rob just finished up some boxing over there with Rocky Marciano. So check those channels out. And if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for reminders. And on your way out of Michigan, hit that like button and leave some comments about this race in this YRL season. Until next time, you all take care and have a great evening.